Welcome to the demonstration on upgrading the RAM and the sound card on a desktop. This machine has DIMM slots to install the RAM. However, some machines have SIM slots instead. This is the existing RAM or the DIMM chip connected to the first DIMM slot. The capacity of the RAM in this system is 128 megabytes. This is the second DIMM slot in which we will insert this new DIMM chip to upgrade the RAM. The new DIMM chip has a capacity of 512 megabytes. To install the DIMM, we pull the levers on these two sides of the slot. We then push the DIMM into this second DIMM slot firmly, but without exerting much force, such that the gold pins on the DIMM connector disappear into the slot. Note that the side levers automatically clasp the DIMM once it is completely fixed to the slot. We now have an upgraded RAM in the system. We next upgrade the sound card. This system already has an integrated sound card. An additional card has to be added to the system to upgrade the sound card. These slots are known as expansion slots, wherein the expansion cards are inserted. We need to select a free expansion slot to insert a sound card. Let us select this expansion slot. The next step is to remove this metal plate for this slot from the back of the computer. We keep this screw aside for securing the sound card later. Now, we insert the sound card into the expansion slot firmly but without exerting much force. We need to ensure that the gold pins on the sound card connectors nearly disappear into the slot and not be visible. Next, we take the screw that we had kept aside to fasten the card to its place. Remember not to use the screws to force the card into place. The card should already be in place before it is secured with the screw. We then put the cover back onto the computer case and connect the speakers on the back plate of the sound card. Next, we switch the power to the system and install the driver if this type of sound card is not included in the hardware list of the operating system. We now have an upgraded sound card in this machine. This brings us to the end of the demonstration on upgrading the RAM and the sound card in a desktop system.